inside the house. But I think we'll be fine. All right, welcome. Nice to have you all here. Let's just get comfortable on our mat. Couple big breaths, maybe roll your shoulders up and back, lifting the chest. Just have your hands resting on your lap. Bring your right arm out to the side, palm forward. And just pause here, opening that arm maybe a little back, a little bit more. Feeling that opening across the collarbones and the front of the shoulder. Inhaling and sitting tall. And then start to bring that arm forward, cross over midline, and touch down to your opposite knee. And maybe it lands on top of your opposite hand. And then with your hand there, bring your chin to your chest and just round your back, looking down. Exhale. And on your next inhale, we'll sit up tall and we'll open that arm out to the side again. And we'll do that a couple more times. And as we exhale, we're bringing the arm across midline, landing on the opposite knee, little round forward, forehead towards your hands, and then lifting and opening that arm wide across your chest. And one more time on this side, bringing that arm across midline and down, and just rounding forward and opening up. And then let that hand rest back down to your lap. We'll do the other side. So left arm out to the side. Pause here, just feeling that opening across the chest, across the front of the shoulder and the arm. On your next exhale, we'll start to bring that arm across midline and touch your opposite hand and knee, and then just let yourself round forward and sitting tall and opening the arm. And crossing over, touching your opposite knee round. Sitting tall to open. We'll go one more. Crossing over. Sitting tall. Pause here with your arm opening. And then bring that hand down. So both hands resting on your knees or in your lap, sitting nice and tall. Feeling both sit bones into the mat. We'll do some waist circles. So we're going to lean forward and over to one side and lean back and over to the other side and forward. Keep going with your circles and big breaths. And next time you come forward, you can change direction with your circles. And when you find yourself forward again, just sit up tall. Bringing arms back out to, both arms this time, back out to shoulder height, out to the sides. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears, and we're gonna have palms facing down. Bend your right elbow so your hand comes towards your chest. From here, we're gonna twist to our right, keeping this elbow bent. So twist to your right, and we'll pause here and have 3 pulses. So we're twist, 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 and back to center. Again to the right, we twist for 3 pulses. Twist, 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 and center. We'll do that one more time. Over to the right, 3 pulses. Come back to center. Open that arm back out to the side. Bend your other elbow. And now we're twisting to the left. Here we go. Twist, twist, and back to center. And again, twisting to the left for your 3 pulses. And center. And last one here. Twist, 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 and center. Bring your fingertips down, just roll your shoulders. And we'll come onto hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. A little scoop in your belly, core engaged. We're going to tuck our toes under With toes tucked, lift your knees a couple inches off the mat, pause, and then lower the knees all the way down. And lift your knees, keeping core engaged, and lower, lift, and lower. Next time we lift our knees, let's keep them lifted, and we'll just do little pulses here in the air, not quite touching down, pulsing those knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your knees. You can untuck your toes. Keeping your right knee bent, lift your right leg out behind you. So foot is flexed, knee is bent, and your hips are level. So always have that little check-in to see if that hip hiked up, and lower it back down. And then we're gonna pulse here, little pulses. Pushing the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, pause here. Keep that bent leg lifted out behind you. We'll do 2 modified push-ups, keeping elbows close to your body, bending elbows, chest lowers, and then push away. 1 more. Nice work. And go ahead and bring that knee down. Have a breath. Left leg is going to come up behind you with your knee bent, foot flexed, and we're pulsing it out here. Little pulses, work the back of the leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with that leg lifted. 2 push-ups, elbows close, chest lowers, push away. 1 more. Nice work, and your knee can come down. Make your way a little bit further back toward the back of your mat. Today we're going to do a bear walk. And for our bear walk, we're going to, in a moment, we'll tuck our toes and lift our knees. And we're walking forward and back on our mat. So it's a full body exercise, and you're doing opposite hand and foot. All right, so let's tuck our toes. Hover those knees above the mat, and then here you go, opposite hand and foot coming forward. So we've seen lots of pictures of bears lately. That's what we're going for. And then when you get to the top of your mat, you go back, opposite hand and foot. And you can feel how this is a full body workout, and then come forward again, breathing. And let's go back. And then make your way to the middle of your mat. Come back down, hands and knees, and child's pose, hips fall back. Arms either forward or back, wherever they're comfortable for you. Head comes down, big breaths. Lifting back up. And let's swing our feet forward. So as always, reminder, as you go through class, check in with how your body's feeling, and you can modify any exercise. So not working through pain. All right, so we're here in boat position, legs parallel, belly scoop, chest lifted, leaning back slightly. Clasp your hands above your knees, and then extend your arms. Release your index fingers to point. Inhale here, and exhale to twist to your right, pointing your fingers down towards the floor. Inhale to center, and exhale to the other side. And keep going side to side. For your boat pose twist, checking in with your legs. How stable and still can you keep your legs while you focus the twist at your waist, and then your chest and arms and head follow. And breath, 1 more each side. Come to center, lift yourself up, hands under your knees. Starting here with a tall spine. We're going to have our elbows out to the sides. We're going to start to round our back. So tuck your tailbone under, keeping your hands here under your knees. Round your back, chin to your chest, and come all the way back until your arms straighten. looking down at your belly. And then we're going to start bringing our elbows back out to the side as we lift up, and then straighten our spine to sit tall. And again, start rounding your spine as you lean back, arms come to a straight position, and then elbows out to the side, lift up, sit tall. And one more like that, rounding, leaning back, arms straighten. Elbows to the side, pull yourself up, sit tall. Nice work. Boat pose hold. Today we're going to do boat pose hold with some slow punching arms will be our variation today. So scooping the belly, lean back just slightly. And as you know, you choose your option. So you can stay right here. You can hover your feet. Fists come in front of your chest if you're doing the slow punches with me. And here we go. One arm punches forward and back, other arm punches forward and back. So nice and slow and controlled, strong arms punching away, and we're breathing. And we'll go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Hands under knees, feet come down. Have a breath. We're going to make our way onto our back. So check that you have some mats behind you. Reach the arms forward and go ahead and roll yourself down onto your back. Have a breath. In a moment, we'll do hundreds, and your options are knees bent or straightening your legs out. Scooping the belly, lift your one foot, lift the other foot to meet it. Curling upper body up into the chest, eyes looking down. Lift your arms, palms are down. Either keep your knees bent here or straighten those legs out away from you at about 45 degrees. Start pumping your arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Halfway there. Breathing in, head can come down and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And knees come in and head comes down. You might have had a bonus round there today. And a little rock side to side. Back to center and feet to the mat. Have a breath. Arms are at your side, palms facing down. Slide your left leg out on the mat, right leg to the ceiling. And just pause here before we get right into our single leg circles. We're just going to do a little bit of side to side movement of that right extended leg. So start just by bringing that leg across midline slightly. And as you bring your leg across midline, you might feel that right hip lift a little bit, which is totally fine. So as you're doing your circles, when you're crossing midline, your right hip lifts, that just helps you get a little bit more range of motion. And if you prefer for the hip to stay down, that's totally fine too. So bring that leg through center and then bring it a little bit more out to the side, out to the right. Now, when we bring our leg out to the right, we want to keep the left hip, the opposite hip, down on the mat. So maybe just go side to side a couple more times, just noticing what your hips are doing. And as we bring it out to the right, keeping both hips grounding down. We'll do one more, just side to side move here. And then pause with your leg at center. Core is engaged. We're going to go into our single leg circles. So start by crossing midline, maybe your hip lifts, and then circle down, around, and out to the side and back up. And keep going. Follow your breath. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more in this direction. Pause as your leg comes forward. Go the other way. Let's do one more full circle. Bend your knee, bring your foot down, slide the right leg out, slide the left leg in. Left leg to the ceiling, and we'll start just with that side to side move. So the belly is scooped, crossing midline. See if you want to lift your hip to get a little more range. Back to center, and as you come out to the left, keeping both hips down on the mat. And center, and just go side to side a couple more times. So our arms are stabilizing on the mat. The opposite leg is stabilizing. And now when we come back to center, let's pause and we'll go into our single leg circles. So cross midline and start circling that leg in the air. When your leg next comes forward, you can change direction. Remember that you're inhaling and exhaling with each big circle. And let's go one more circle. Bend the knee and bring your foot down. Slide your other foot in. Big breath. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hands on your shin or your knee, and just pull that knee in for a moment. And we'll just take a moment to come into single leg stretch hand position. So slide that right hand a little more towards your ankle. And again, just pulling it in straight towards your chest. And release that foot down. Left knee towards your chest. Pull the knee in. Slide the left hand toward the ankle. And let's keep this as we move right into the exercise. So belly scooped, upper body curls up, forehead towards your knee. Opposite leg is going to extend out away from us. And then here we go, single leg stretch and switch and switch. Keep going. If your upper body's curled up, we are looking down at our legs, down at our body. When the knee comes in, give it that little pull. Maybe your elbows come a little wider as you pull in. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Knees can come to your chest as you lower your head. Have a breath. And lower the feet down. So we're going to bring, once again, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hands on the knee, pulling that in. Curling upper body up, forehead toward that knee. Left leg is going to extend and just hover that extended left leg above the mat. Now you can stay right here if this is feeling like enough today. Or last option is to open our arms out to a T with palms facing the ceiling, just hovering above the floor. And then we're breathing here, holding everything in position. Little shakes are good. Have another breath. And then bring your hands back to your shin. Bend to the left knee, foot comes down, lower your head and release. Have a breath. Working on some endurance. So left knee comes in, hands on your shin. Upper body curls up. Extend and hover that right leg above the mat. Open your arms, palms face up. Hold here, breathe. One more breath. palms to your shin. Bend the other knee and foot comes down, head comes down, and release everything down. Walk your feet a little wider, let your knees sway. And then feet back to hip width. Bring your feet right to touch and zip your legs together. So legs are touching. We're going to bring right arm overhead with our palm facing the ceiling, and then slide your left arm just a little bit more out to the side, like a little kickstand. Keeping our thighs and knees touching, lift the left foot to the ceiling. Inhale here, and as you exhale, curl up. Reach your fingertips towards that opposite leg, touch the outside of that left leg, and then come all the way down. Inhaling here, and as you exhale, curl up, touch your fingertips to the outside of the leg, and then come all the way down. And continue like this. And let's do 2 more on this side. A little bit of a twist as we reach to that opposite leg. Last one. Nice work. And then bring your left foot down. We'll switch legs. So right foot is lifted now. We have thighs and knees touching. Switch your arms around. Left arm will be overhead. Right arm a little bit out to the side. Inhale, and as you exhale, curl up, reach across, touch that opposite leg, and come all the way down. And again. And lower. And keep going. And let's do 2 more. Nice work. Come on down. And bring that foot down. Arms to your side. Bring your feet back just to hip width apart. Legs parallel. Breath. Engaging those lower abdominal muscles by pulling slightly in and up. And we're going to lift both feet off the mat. Lift your arms to the ceiling. And let's keep our palms facing away from us. Having a big inhale, and as you exhale, curl up. Left leg extends out away from you, and your hands reach on either side of the bent leg. Lower down, lower your upper body, hands reach back up to the ceiling and bend that left knee. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, exhale, curl up, right leg extends to hover. And then bringing that knee back in as you lower your head and fingertips to the ceiling. And other side, curling up, left leg extends, coming back down as your knee bends. Other side, so we just keep going, alternating sides, letting everything come down. And as always, we breathe. And we'll do 1 more to each side. Nice work. And then let your feet come down, let your arms come down, and breath. Slide your legs out on the mat. Arms to the ceiling and arms overhead. And let's have a big breath or 2. Stretching the body out. In a moment, we're going to come up to seated, so you can do a full roll up or make your way to seated. Inhaling here and exhale to curl up. And we'll just meet in seated. Bringing your feet a little bit wider on your mat and flexing your feet up to the ceiling. We're going to do spine stretch forward. So reaching fingertips forward, start with that tall spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, pull the belly in, start to round forward, reach your fingertips forward as you let your head drop and reach the crown of your head forward, stretch your spine. And on your next inhale, sit up tall. And exhale and reach forward, round your spine. Come up tall, stack the vertebrae, nice, tall, strong spine. We'll do one more each way. Keeping those feet flexed, sitting tall. Bring your fingertips down, roll the shoulders. Come up into kneeling position. Always putting more cushioning under your knees as desired. So just take a moment to put your hands on your hips, lift those hips, open the front of the hips. Especially if you do a lot of sitting during the day, this is really important to keep these hip flexors stretched out. And then keeping that and the chest lifted, let's let our fingertips touch in front and elbows are wide, shoulders relaxed. We're going to do a twist here, and we'll do those 3 pulses to each side. So start by twisting to your right for twist, 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 and center. Other side. Twist, 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 and center. Keep going with these 3 pulses to each side. We're visualizing that our hips are staying squared forward, and the mobility again is coming from the waist, mobilizing through the spine. Let's do 1 more to each side. Come back to forward, bring your arms down, roll the shoulders up and down. Arms out to a T, palms facing down. Bring your right leg out to the side. Land on the sole of your foot. Toes are pointing forward. Right hand comes down onto that extended leg, left arm to the ceiling, little side bend. Expanding through the left side of the body and the ribs. Come back to center, arms out to the side, keeping that leg extended out to the side. We're going to tip over, land on your left hand. Right fingertips can come behind your ears. Lift that right leg in the air. And as you know, you can at any time put that foot back down. So keeping the right leg lifted, let's just point and flex at the ankle a few times. A few points and flex. And then pause with your foot flexed. We're going to do some side kicks in this position. So bringing that leg forward for 2 kicks, kick, kick, and then point the toe and bring it back behind you. And then flex forward for kick, kick, point the toe, bring it behind. Inhale forward, exhale back. Do 2 more rounds. You got this. Back to center, bring that foot down, lift yourself all the way up. And then knee down, arms down, roll the shoulders, shake it all out. Let it go. Other side, left leg out to the side, fully on your sole of your foot, arms out to your T, shoulders are relaxed. Bring that left hand down onto your extended leg, reach the right fingertips up, little side bend. Back to center, arms out to the side, tip over, land on your right hand, left fingertips behind your ear. Lifting that left leg in the air. We'll start with a point and flex at the ankle. Strengthening those ankle muscles. Pause with the foot flexed for kicks, kicking forward for 2, point the toes and extend back for 1. Kick, kick, extend. Think about that. Big range of motion at your hip. Strong hips. Couple more. Nice work. And then come to center, bring that foot down. Come on back up to kneeling, bring your knee down, and give it all a shake. We're going to roll back down onto our back. So we can do it from full roll down position with legs extended. Reach your arms forward and roll yourself all the way back down onto your back. Bend your knees. Have a breath. Next we'll do crisscross. So scooping the lower abdominals, lifting your feet. Upper body curls up, hands lightly interlaced behind your head, elbows wide. Right knee comes in, left leg extend, twist to your right, and then go to the other side. And keep going side to side, elbows wide. Check that you're breathing. Strong legs, and we'll go 4 more. Last one, and lower your head, lower your feet. Have a couple breaths. For the next exercise, we're going to keep our feet planted down on the mat with our knees bent. Reach both arms to the ceiling. This time turn your palms to face each other and then bring your palms to touch. So we have palms together, arms extended. Breathing in, and as you exhale, curl your body up, point your fingers towards your legs, and then little twist over to the right and bring your hands to the outside of that right leg. And then coming back to center, lower your head, fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, curl up, this time over to the other side, a little twist over to the left, hands to the outside of the left leg, and then center and lower. And we'll keep going like this, alternating sides, curling up, hands come to the outside of the leg, and center and lower, and other side. And as always, we can take a little pause. Each time we curl up and we get our hands into position, just have that little moment to pause, making our muscles work. Strong core, strong torso. Inhaling down, exhaling to come up. Then we'll do one more each side. Nice work. And then arms come down. Let's do a full body stretch. Just straighten your legs out. Arms to the ceiling, arms overhead. Couple big breaths. Bring those arms back down to your side. Bend your knees. We'll be doing bridge next. So maybe tuck your scapula a little more under your body. Feet are close to your body. Pushing into your feet, lift your hips. Pausing at the top in your bridge. Legs are parallel to each other. Come down slowly. Thinking about each vertebrae coming down one at a time. Lifting back up to bridge. Holding here in bridge, we're going to do a marching bridge. So alternating one knee at a time is going to come towards your chest and then all the way back down. And then other side and lower. And keep going. One more to each side. Nice work. And then lower those hips. Let's let the soles of our feet touch and our knees fall out to the sides. Bring your arms out to a T. Palms face the ceiling. Have a couple of big breaths. Just let everything be heavy. Lifting your knees and rolling over onto your side. For our side plank, so you're going to be on your forearm. Bend that bottom knee, top leg extended. Lift the hips, top arm to the ceiling. We're going to hold here today. Just all you have to do is breathe. Breathe and hold and strengthen. Have 2 more full breaths. And let yourself come down. Support your head. We're going to bend both knees for clamshell. So hips are stacked, knees are forward, lift and lower top knee. Pause when your knee comes down, lift both feet, keep your feet together, lift and lower your knee. Last one here, let that knee come down, let your feet come down, extend both legs. Lift both legs in the air. Let your lower leg come down and then your top leg come down. Lift both legs, lower the bottom leg, lower the top leg, and keep going like this. Lift, lower, lower, lift, lower, lower. One more, and then we'll change that pattern. Now we're going to lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg to join it, and then both legs down. So we lift, lift, and lower. Top leg, bottom leg, and lower. The next time we find both legs lifted, let's pause here, flex your feet, and let's do a little bit of walking in space. So just shuffling those feet in the air. And then maybe go a little faster. See if you can go a little faster with your shuffles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Have a breath. Top leg, we're going to flex our foot, and we're going to lift and lower to the ceiling. The toes are staying pointing forward the whole time. Hips are stacked on top of each other, and our legs coming straight up to the ceiling. Next time you lift your leg, keep it lifted, and we're going to point and flex. So point your toes and flex, just working at the ankle again. And then pause, keep that leg lifted, little circles in the air. And go the other way. And let that leg come down. We'll do a side twist here. So bring your top knee towards your chest and then lower that leg. Bottom arm is going to reach forward, palm up, top arm to the ceiling, and then let yourself roll back, open up. Find your twist. Have a couple big breaths, always checking that you're able to have deep breaths when we're stretching. When you're ready, come back to your side. Make your way to your other side. To start on your plank, on your forearm, bottom knee bent, top leg is straight. Lift those hips, top arm to the ceiling. Get in position, and then just big breaths. Have another breath, and then lower, support your head. Bend both knees, bring your knees forward, hips stay stacked. Still have that scoop in our belly. We're lifting and lowering top knee. And next time the knee comes down, we'll lift our feet, keep the feet touching, lift and lower your knee, work your hips. One more here. Knee comes down, feet come down, extend your legs. Lift both legs, bottom leg comes down, top leg comes down, lift, and then lower, lower. Keep going like this, both legs lift, and then one at a time lower. Next time they both come down, we'll change our pattern. We'll lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, and lower. Top, bottom, and lower. Keep going. And next time you find both legs lifted with feet flexed, let's walk in space. You could start a little slower. And then maybe go a little faster with your shuffle, 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 shuffle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Top foot is flexed. We're gonna lift and lower to the ceiling. Toes are forward. Next time your leg lifts, keep it lifted, point and flex at the ankle. Strong ankle is important for balance, preventing falls, great for trail walking and hiking and beach walking. Pause with your foot flexed and we'll do some little circles here. Little circles in the air. Other direction. And pause, and your leg can come down. Knee towards the chest, let that leg, top leg come down, and we'll do a side twist. Bottom arm forward, top arm to the ceiling, and open up. Find your twist, and breathe. Coming back to your side. Make your way to hands and knees. So we're going to do a little modification on a child's pose. And earlier we were doing some things with knees lifted. So we're going to do a knees lifted stretch for our back. Start by tucking your toes. Lift those knees to hover. And then let your hips fall back towards your heels, keeping the knees lifted. Just let your hips fall back, let your head drop, round your back, and just have a nice stretch here. And then come forward and knees down. We'll do that one more time, or you have the option just to take your regular child's pose. Just check in and see what your body is calling for, and go ahead and either take your child's pose or lift your knees and let your hips come back and let your head drop. Nice. And then come forward. Untuck your toes. And you can just tap your tops of your feet on the mat a few times. Sometimes that feels nice after toes tucked. We're going to come down onto forearms. Forearm plank, clasp your hands, step your feet back, lower your hips into our forearm plank. We're going to be stepping our feet out, out, in. Here we go, stepping one foot out, the other foot out, and then back in and in. Again, step out to the side of your mat and in and in. Let's do 2 more rounds. Out, out, in, last one. Nice, and then stay on your forearms and let your hips come down. You can unclasp your hands, palms down on the mat. We'll just stay here in our Sphinx pose for a couple breaths. Maybe thinking about lifting the chest slightly forward. Maybe you can lift your gaze slightly. Always staying within the range where we don't feel discomfort. And then when you're ready, lower yourself down, forehead onto the mat. Let's bring our arms to the side of our body. Palms down, and bring your arms a little bit away from your body in a bit of a V. We're going to do airplane. So lifting your head, lift your chest, lift your arms. Hold here. Breathe, back strength, one more breath, and then lower down. And then we're going to do legs only. So point your toes, lift both legs off the mat, legs only, breathing, have another breath, and lower. And now option for upper and lower body together. Lift your head, chest, arms, and legs. Lift a little more. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Turn your head to one side and bring your arms to a comfortable position. Let all your muscles go. Just relax into the mat. And then forehead to the mat, arms overhead, swim prep. We're going to lift our head slightly. Opposite arm and leg will lift and lower. Other side and lower. And keep going. Little pause every time we lift. And we're always breathing. Keep it going. Let's do one more each side. And then just let your forehead come down for a moment. Have a breath, and then we'll go straight into full swim. So lifting the head again, we'll lift both arms, lift both legs, flutter your arms, flutter your legs, swim, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Turn your head the opposite way. Arms comfortable. And breathe. Stack your hands under your forehead. Let your forehead rest down. Legs are extended. Lift your right extended leg with your toes pointed and little pulses here. Just pulse out that leg in the air. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg, lift the other leg, pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Place your hands under your shoulders. We'll lift and lower 3 times. So lifting up her body, curling up any amount, and then lower back down. Just listen to your own body. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. One more each way. And then push yourself all the way up. Hands and knees. We'll take a child's pose. An option is to have your big toes touch, knees a little wider, let your hips fall back, and then just let your belly fall between your legs. And you can either stack your hands under your forehead or reach forward. Sending your breath to your back, to your sides. Feel your rib cage expand. When you're ready, lift yourself up. Swing your legs forward, legs extended. We're going to roll onto our back. Start with that reach forward. And then roll yourself down. Arriving on your back. Bend both knees. Have a breath. Bring your legs close together to touch. We're going to cross our legs like we're sitting cross-legged. So bring your right leg all the way over your left leg. Cross straight over. So your thighs are touching. And then bring your arms out to a T. Palms can face up. That gentle stretch across the chest. And from here, we're going to slowly let our knees sway side to side. So just letting both knees come over to one side and through center to the other side. Just nice and slow, slowing your breath down. Allowing your body to cool down. Next time both knees come over to the right, we'll pause. We'll pause for 2 breaths. And then let your knees come through center and over to the other side. So now knees are coming over to the left. You can adjust your hips a little bit more to the right to see if you can get a little more twist here. If it feels okay for your neck, you could turn your head to the right, so your knees to the left, head to the right. Find your comfortable position. We'll stay here a little bit longer. Just focus on those full breaths. Focus on letting go of tension. Have another full breath. Head to center, knees to center. Uncross your legs. Readjust your hips so you're back to neutral. Legs are touching. Cross the left over the right, sitting cross-legged. And then start with that slow sway side to side, just nice and slow and gentle. The next time your knees come over to the left, you'll pause for 2 breaths. And then let the knees come over to the right, maybe adjusting your hips slightly to the left, maybe turning your head to the left. And then just breathe. Arms are heavy, legs are heavy. Another breath. Bringing your head to center, bringing your legs to center. Uncross your legs, bring everything back to neutral. And let's bring both knees towards the chest. Place your hands on your knees, one hand on each knee. And let's let our knees circle both in the same direction. Just use your hands to guide your knees. Go the other way. Pause at center and either just keep pulling your knees to your chest for a couple breaths, or option to curl your upper body up, bring your forehead towards your knees, and then walk your hands down towards your ankles or your feet. Make yourself into a little ball, have a couple breaths. Lower yourself back down and feet to the mat. Rolling over to one side to make your way to seated. And you could find your cushion or folded up blanket. Let's start with both legs extended out in front of us. And then keep your right leg extended, bend your left knee in the air, and then clasp your hands on your shin. So your extended right leg, your toes are pointing up, and we're just thinking about a tall spine here. And breathing. And then go ahead and cross that left foot over your right leg. And you can stay right here. If you want to add a little more twist, we twist to the left. Bring the left hand behind us. Right arm can come around that leg or on the outside of the leg. Come into a seated twist. And again, just pausing here and breathing, letting your inhales guide you to sit a little taller. And when you're ready, you can slowly come to center. Uncross your legs. Let's extend both legs and give them a little shake. Bending your right knee, Hands on your shin, sitting tall. Just start here, lifting the chest, crown of the head to the ceiling, feeling that nice tall seated position. And then you can take that right foot and cross it over the left leg. Either stay here or start to twist to your right, positioning your hands. Inhales help you sit taller. Have another breath. When you're ready, come back to center and just extend those legs out in front of you. Maybe shake them out. And then bring the soles of your feet to touch. And you can either have your feet closer to your body to stretch more of the inner thigh muscles, or you can slide your feet a little more away from your body to help stretch your outside of your hips and your lower back. So just see where you want to position your feet. You have options. And start with a inhale as you sit tall. And then maybe as you exhale, you want to round forward over your legs. Hands sliding down to your ankles or your feet, and then just let your head droop forward if that feels good for you. Nice, slow, big breaths. And then sitting up tall and choosing a comfortable seated position. You can close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. In whatever position your feet are in, just bring your attention now to your feet. And curl your toes in, putting a little bit of activation into your feet, noticing how that feels. And then uncurl your toes and let your feet totally relax. And take a couple big breaths. And letting your attention come up to your shins and your knees, your thighs, and your pelvis and your hips, and letting all of that be heavy, softening. And then attention into your lower back and your belly and your mid back, upper back, and let all of the tension just melt away. And noticing where your hands are and making two fists, two tight fists with your hands, and clench those fists for a moment, just feeling all the muscular activation as we clench, 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 or tight fist, and then release that and let your hands just be soft. Let them land wherever they want. Let go of tension and breathe. And noticing your shoulders, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, shrug your shoulders up, maybe put even a little more tension in that area. And then just let them relax down and try to let go of any holding. Just picturing the scapula shoulder blade just melting down on your back. And your neck is soft. Let go of your jaw. And then just for a few more moments, let all your thoughts just drift away as they come and go. And bring your attention to some deep breaths. And you can start to open your eyes. Bring your fingertips down. Inhale your arms to the ceiling and exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And do one more full breath. Nice work, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.